If you're ambitious but lazy, just quit. You do not deserve success. But here's the thing. You're not lazy. You're just fearful. Because let me guess. You want to make money online. You don't like your job. It makes you feel miserable. It doesn't give you the freedom that you want. So you want to make 10K a month, 20K a month. You want to be able to travel to wherever you want to with your friends, your family, and have amazing experiences. You want to be able to move into a nicer crib. You want to be able to give money and take care of your parents. And as someone who's achieved those things, I know you want freedom because that's the ultimate thing that we all desire. So what do? Well, you go on Instagram, you go on YouTube, you scroll, and you look at all the different motivational videos that comes across your face. From Andrew Tate, from Alex Hormozi, I know which ones you're looking. And when you look at those, you get this burst of motivation, right? You're like, today's the day I'm going to take action after my goal and make money online. But ends up what happens? Well, that motivation runs out for whatever reason. You keep procrastinating and you just keep telling yourself that, you know what? I'm in research mode. Oh, I'm weighing on my options, or I'm doing my due diligence. But has your life changed from 3, 6, 12 months ago? And that tells yourself that, oh, you know what? I'm working on. No. Have you gotten to where you want to get to? And you probably haven't, which is why you're watching this video. So another day, week, month goes by and you feel guilty and you feel pissed off because your life is not really moving forward. You feel behind it. I've been there, and you may be wondering why is this happening, because it's not like you're dumb. You know you need to take action on your goal, and you know you need to do it now, not later. But why can't you move? It's almost like you're in a bind and not being able to move. So there's typically one or two reasons, if not a combination of those, on why this happens in the first place. And the first reason is that you're lacking direction. Because here's the thing about discipline and motivation. Discipline and motivation, are they infinite? No, they're finite, meaning that you try to have this discipline or willpower motivation, they eventually runs out. That's why you just feel tired and exhausted all the time, not being able to take the actions that you need to do. So in order for us to actually change our life, then you need actual direction, right? Now, when it comes to direction, there's one or two types of people without building, okay? So the first type of people is that, well, they have too many directions, so they're overloaded. One dude is telling, hey, you gotta get into trading, you gotta get into this Airbnb thing, you gotta do crypto, and everybody's telling you too many different things. And in Korea, what I was saying, which is, well, if there's too many sailors on a boat, the boat ends up being a mountain. It's the equivalent of what the Western people say, which is if there's too many cooks in the kitchen, the broth gets ruined. So because it's pulling in all these different directions, you just get shiny object syndrome, you don't know what to do. Therefore, you're not taking action because of that. Because if they're all pulling in different directions, how is it supposed to take action? Doesn't make any sense, right? Second type of people is that there's no direction, so they feel hopeless. As an example, it's almost like going into a dark room and then you don't know where to exit. And because of that, you don't take action because you don't know what to do. So what do we need to do in that scenario? Well, you need to get a direction, okay? Meaning that you need to find a vehicle, a financial vehicle that's going to allow you to get the life that you want. If you want to get to that 10K a month, 20K a month, whatever it may be, you got to pick a financial vehicle. Now, a lot of people talk about online businesses. Now, I actually try to start online businesses, maybe four or five different ones. A social media marketing agency, doing a personal brand, try copywriting, try to do a coaching business, trying to do affiliate marketing. I've tried all those things. For 5 years, I cannot make the money that I wanted to make, and I cannot have the freedom that I wanted to get. So what I did do was I got into something called high ticket closing, okay? Which is this weird niche of sales, essentially. And what that allowed me to do was that, well, I didn't have to focus on 1,000,001 different things, learning marketing, paid ads, content, lead generation, finance, software, all those things, the headaches that come to starting a business. And so when I got into sales, that's when I got to my third month, I got to 8.2, 8.4K a month. And then by my 6th month, I got to 15K a month. And then by my 10th or 11th month, I got to 23. Then on my 11th month, I got to 36K USD commissions. Not revenue, not like a theoretical number that you cannot use like these gurus talk about, but net income in my pocket that I can start using. A lot of these businesses talk about, like drop shipping, I'm making 30 grand a month. Yeah, well, like 10 to 20% profit margin. So you're level like 3 to 5 grand a month. Can you retire your parents with 3 to 5 grand a month? Can you live in the apartment that you want with that? Travel and art, right? And so you got to be very cautious of these people giving this on. And also on a side note too, people saying like, oh, I made this much doing this business, like this Airbnb business. No. You did that selling your course. I've got to 20, 30K a month actually doing high ticket, okay? That actually do a sales for a month better. So you got to know the direction. Pick a direction that you gotta go. Okay, like the most common mistake that I see people make is that they've been in this research mode for months, 3 months, 6 months. What are you doing? You're gonna pick a direction. Listen, I get that it's scary. I get that. However, what's the only way to find out if something's the right direction for your months? Or you gotta pick one to actually go for. And it's the only way to find out, right? When I was first getting into sales, I had all the doubts. It's like, hey, I'm an introvert. Is this really for me? I don't know if I'll be good at it. What if I fail? What if I'm not good at it? I had the same fear that you probably have. Then I look back at myself and realize, well, what's the only way to find out? I actually got to do it. And then it turned out for me. Whenever I move life with urgency, life always rewarded me. What's it? God, universe, life, whatever you believe in. I believe that life rewarded me because I moved with urgency. So you gotta have the direction. You follow along? Now, the second thing, the reason why you're not able to take the action that image teach get your goal is that you're too fearful. You're letting fear get in the way. As an example, I had to walk a tightrope from building A to building B. Now, if I don't know how to walk a tightrope, I'm gonna find every possible way to procrastinate because, dude, I don't know how to do it. And what if I die? What if I fall? You know what I'm saying? It's not like that I'm lazy. I'm not a lazy person, but even for me, I would procrastinate because of that. If you talk about discipline and motivation, these motivational videos telling you to get disciplined, but it's the surface layer thing. But if we want to solve a problem, then we cannot focus on the band-aid. We gotta focus on the root cause of what's actually going on. Otherwise, you're gonna keep running into the same problems over and over again. So I'm gonna be that person for you. So with that fear, number one, having the direction, having a mentor that'll help us. Well, listen, at this point, I've invested over $300,000 in coaching courses master. I'm not just telling this because I'll buy my course, like whatever. But no, I'm a breathing example. I do that myself. Because when I have a direction, I'll take action. I can move mountains. I know that from my historical data. Okay. And this is who I am. But once you have that, you're still going to have fear. Listen, like when you're investing in yourself or maybe even taking action, that fear is completely normal. And so a lot of people say like, oh, I got to be fearless. I wish I could be fearless. Well, fearless doesn't exist unless you're a psychopath. You do not feel emotions. As a human being, you feel emotions. I feel emotions. We all do. And so number one is acknowledging that, you know what? This is normal. But that doesn't mean that I need to listen to the emotions and the thoughts that I feel. The thoughts and the doubts that's going on in my head, like, hey, you're not good enough. Hey, what if you fail? This is gonna be terrible. Who says those thoughts are true? You know what I mean? So the thoughts and emotions is almost like we're walking by, there's some birds going around. Just because there's birds doesn't mean I need to jump towards those birds. We can simply observe. We'll say, okay, that's a bird. Great, black bird, fantastic. Same thing when you have this thoughts and this fear. We can simply observe it. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do anymore. Because here's the thing, whenever we're going for a greater goal and whenever we want to grow and make a change, there's always gonna be fear. And when you feel fear, you should be excited because you know what? That means I'm going the right direction because I feel fear. If I don't feel fear, that should be a warning sign because it just means that you're doing the same thing over and over again. So if you're being comfortable, there's a comfort zone is a beautiful place because it's comfortable. I get that. But also another thing my mentor told me is that, well, comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Well, whenever you want to grow, then yeah, we do need to get outside our numbers. And here's the thing, working at a 9-to-5 job, you may not be used to this because you've had stability. Listen, your boss told you what to do. You know what time to go to work. You know what time to leave work. You know what kind of paycheck to expect. But if you don't want to get outside your comfort zone, then you're going to keep getting the same things over and over again until you die. And is that the life that you want? I don't know about you, but I don't want that. I always picture yourself. Let's do an exercise. Imagine 30, 40, 50 years, whatever. If you're lucky enough to make it to your deathbed. Now, when I was 21, I had a best friend from high school that didn't make it to his death. He was 21 years old. Like, he was 20 years old. He didn't make it. Because I was at his funeral. Let's say you and I are lucky enough to make it to that point. When you look back at your life, what kind of life do you want to look back on? Do you want to look back on a life where like, oh man, what if? You know, I had a white picket fence, like a average looking wife, average life. I wish I could have done better. Or do you want a life where like, you know what? I'm old now. That was a baller fucking life. And I want a baller fucking life. What you're seeing right now, I've curated this, okay? I don't want to be like this Drew as a, hey, like, look at my Lambo, like, look, I'm gonna put whatever it may be. But listen, I was once in a small apartment just feeling hopeless and how do I make money online? And I see these other people living the life that I want. They don't look smarter than me. I wanted that life. But also, we gotta take responsibility for ourselves too. Nobody's gonna come save you. I understood that too. Not your friends, not your wife, not your girlfriend, not your parents. Not your boss, nobody. Whose responsibility is it? But it's embracing that. And you know what? I don't know all the 100 different steps that's gonna come, but you know what? I at least have these steps. I'm gonna take one step another. And having a mentor and having a guidance, it doesn't have to be me, but having a mentor and guidance helps too because they can guide it. Came in like, watch out for this, do this. So we can save so much time and money that you could have gotten if you just got the right step. And I still see people that start the same journey as me. They still struggle to make 5K months, 7K months. They still struggle because they don't have this. They're not Walt's gas at the conversion. They're not willing to relentlessly get after. And you're gonna have the urgency in your soul. And you're gonna look at yourself and in a way, hate your life. And up to the point where you can take urgency. I hated my life enough. I was not gonna get anything get in the fucking way. I was gonna have the life that I want for myself, for the people that I care about, and for my praise. Okay. Now, if you're wondering, okay, by Brian, so like, what are the steps? Like, what did you do? Like, how do I get into this? I actually shared my story one time, basically going from how I went from, you know, not making that much money, living in a small apartment, being frustrated with my life, to within 1 year, changing my life completely, getting to 20K, 30K a month. So you can go here, or you can go to the first link in the box below to see this. I'll see it.